A Norwegian rescue mission aimed at rescuing the occupants of a stricken Russian submarine. The Kursk, with 120 souls aboard, lies immobilised at the bottom of the Barents Sea. In other news, police officers have been hailed the heroes after rescuing 3 children from a burning home near Canberra. And there's no stopping the fans in the lead up to the grand final. Stay with us for all the details. Late edition at 11 o'clock.
Last month, as Miss Lucy Dawson returned home from work, her boyfriend Ross finally popped the question. Luckily, Lucy was insured with Amy, who, unlike most insurance companies, believe if you've held a maximum no-claim bonus for the last 3 years, you deserve to keep it for life, which all goes to prove.
Get more for your dollar with Coles Dollar Dazzlers. Like Moro olive oil, 4 litres, just $17, save $8.50. And Cadbury Block Chocolate Varieties, 2 for $5, save 86 cents each.
Race into Mitre 10 for a chance to win in our Great Ford giveaway. There's a Ford Explorer, XR8 Ute, or one of 40 great prize packs to be won. This Father's Day, if you want to make Dad's dreams come true...
We won the car! We won the car!
Hot water emergency? AGL will come to the rescue. Call your Australian Gas and Electricity Company on 131 404 every time.
2 years interest-free, no deposit and nothing to pay for 12 months with our incredible catalogue sale. 2 years interest-free, no deposit and nothing to pay for 12 months at Sleep City.
Sleep City, here we come.
We'll give you your maximum no-claim bonus for life.
For life, yeah.
To find out if your insurance company is doing the best they can for you,
Mind you.
all you have to do is ring ours and compare.
Next,
Did I just say Emerald? There you go.
comedy
I've had enough.
with a twist.
Something I can't do.
I love him.
The Footy Show on NBN.
There has to be a winner by the stomping and clapping method. Who thinks the affirmative one tonight?
Next week.
I wouldn't become sterile or sensitive.
No, I think you mentioned that before. There is a small amount of scattered radiation throughout the whole body.
Neelish prepares for radiotherapy.
So we encourage you not to get anybody pregnant during the treatment. We normally suggest waiting about a year to be on the safe side.
And at 32 weeks, Samantha's twin boys won't wait any longer.
How do you feel? Okay. Good. I feel like I'm in labour.
The cricket has started early on NBN this year, and it's indoors for the first time. Live coverage from Colonial Stadium in Melbourne tomorrow as Australia take on the South Africans in Game 2 of the Super Cricket Challenge.
The Footy Show is brought to you by Holden.
Reminds me of me in my heydays, backhanders. Anyway, it's a pretty good movie, and joining us right now to do some dancing are the Bootmen. The Bootman, and movie opening very soon. Pretty good show apparently. Head along the set. Well done, boys. Good work. We'll take a break and come back with more of The Footy Show.
Always with me apologising because males are never wrong, are they? Doors slam in separate bedrooms usually. In separate beds. Always in separate beds. Oh, we're going to have one after we see this, but I'm going to win. He doesn't answer back and just walks away, and it annoys me. He leaves and goes to the mother-in-law's, tells her all about it. After about a week, he'll never admit he's wrong, but if I'm still fairly upset about it, he'll take me for dinner. He normally falls asleep. With Ma apologising all the time. Long discussion from both sides and a bit of silence and then big hug. With him admitting that I'm right again. In tears. Kevin, that is. I always win. Because I think I do. With a good bonk.
I'm a control freak. That's why I drive a Commodore. One of the reasons for the control I get in this Commodore, you can get in every Commodore. It's rear-wheel drive. In my opinion, it gives the driver a genuine feel for the road, and therefore more control. A large car, built for Australian conditions, like Commodore, just has to be rear-wheel drive.
It's Red Rooster's $10 mega deal. A delicious Red Rooster barbecue chicken, family-sized chips, and a 1.25-litre Coke. The $10 mega deal, but only for a limited time. That's what I want. Red Rooster.
Look, I couldn't swap the memory of the Melbourne Olympic Games for anything in the world. Shirley Strickland won a gold medal. She put a tracksuit on and jumped over the little white picket fence exactly where I was sitting. I couldn't believe it. I thought she was coming to see me. And that is the emotion of being there, the atmosphere, the feeling. And that's why I'll be taking my grandchildren to the Olympic Games in Sydney. It's the memory of a lifetime, it really is. So get your ticket and go.
The Video Easy movie, game and DVD sale. Movies from $2.95. PlayStation games from $14.95. One big day only, this Saturday the 19th of August. Only at Video Easy.
Harvey Norman has the latest games, such as Micropose Grand Prix 3, including bonus Formula 1 racing magazine, all for just $79.95, save $20. And Diablo 2, including bonus collector's figurine valued at $29.95, all for $99.95. Available at Harvey Norman while stocks last.
Telstra MobileNet presents John Farnham, Man of the Hour Tour. Don't miss the irrepressible John Farnham at the Newcastle Entertainment Centre, performing all his hits, including songs from the new album 33 and a Third. John Farnham Live, thanks to Telstra MobileNet and TalentWorks. Tickets on sale now.
Right now, Tasty Country has demolishing catalogue prices on all discontinued and end-of-line stock and huge savings. Yes, save up to 40% on chairs, cabinets, bedroom items, occasionals and more. But only at KC Country now. Hurry!
Is it? Yes, it's the incredible Davis & Spence Super Value Sale. Bargain hunters, rush in for out-of-this-world light savings. Look, 3 light pendants, $99. 1 light pendant's only $79. Ceiling fans with light down to earth at $55. These quartz halogen plugs, $15 with lamp. Just landed. These 36-watt fluoros from $19. Exterior plugs with sensors, $29. Every light's on sale now at out-of-this-world savings at the Davis & Spence Super Value Sale.
Danny Padieris.
Padieris scores! Padieris scores for Newcastle!
Matthew Jones. Mark Hughes.
Right as Matthew Johns. Away for Mark Hughes. Mark Hughes, he's going to do it.
The Hunters' favourite sons, only one game away from the big one. Saturday nights, NBN Television brings you a night to remember.
It's the official factory Mitsubishi changeover sale. Lancer Coupe $79.90 drive away. Challenger 4x4 $34,990 drive away. And Magna Sport from $27,990. There's no repayments to 2001. A 5-year warranty on new cars. Plus $1,000 free fuel on run-out Magna and Verada models. Mitsubishi dealers official factory changeover sale. This Friday, Saturday and Sunday only.
Surprise yourself at Fantastic Furniture with our futon sofa bed special. Sturdy, comfortable sofa converts easily to a double bed. Great value at just $199. A guest room in seconds at $199. Stocks won't last from Fantastic Furniture.
Love is never having to say you're sorry you made a sex tape with another girl and accidentally mailed it to your girlfriend.
Oh my God. I have to get to that tape before my girlfriend gets back to her school. We're all going to see it sooner or later. Road trip.
From DreamWorks Pictures comes a story about going too far.
Relax.
And then going even further.
What was that? Did you kill a cheetah?
Road trip.
I had sex last night.
With a girl.
Awesome.
Special advanced screenings this weekend.
Everybody needs looking after with dental, optical, physio, chiropractic, natural therapies and more. NIB's Quality Extras covers you on many things that Medicare doesn't. Now from just over $7 a week. Join now and we'll waive the usual 2-month waiting period. Call 13 14 63. NIB's Quality Extras. Cover your body needs.
They're your best friend, and they depend on you.
With Newcastle's largest range of pet food supplies and accessories, pool chemicals and gardening products.
Dollar Save, Pet and Produce loves them too.
IDX.com.au. Access from $11 a month, unlimited just $33 a month.
And no hidden charges, where are they?
Plus email, unlimited downloads and free phone support.
And no hidden charges?
No hidden charges.
IDX, here I come.
You can't beat Crazy John's guaranteed lowest prices at Cessnock Car Detailing and Sound. Pioneer Radio CD players just $289. Kenwood Radio CD players $269. And Pioneer 6-inch speakers just $69.
Can't beat that. You can't beat that.
Saturday night at the movies.
You guys live through North Africa? You didn't even get a scratch. I don't get it.
Mark Hamill, Lee Marvin. Fate kept them alive, but at what cost?
Yeah, we got tanks on the straight out.
The Big Red One, Saturday on NBN.
Andrew Jones.
Andrew's through, Andrew steps, and the Jones is over.
Matthew Gidley.
Here's an opportunity. Gidley, they're after him. Gidley's got 15 to go. Rose is flying, but Gidley.
The Hunters' favourite sons, only one game away from the big one. Saturday nights, NBN Television brings you a night to remember.
Billy Payton.
I'd have to go for the coach. He's about my age.
Live and exclusive to the home of the nights, NBN. At the special time of 6:30 Saturday, only 6 survivors remain. But who can they trust? Watch your back. This is getting serious. Who stays? Who goes? When Survivor continues at the special time 6:30 Saturday.
Some Cupids kill with arrows, some with traps in Bell Shakespeare's Much Ado About Nothing. Shakespeare's most festive, flirtatious and sexy comedy about courtship and love. Much Ado About Nothing. Civic Theatre from Wednesday, August 23. Book now at Ticketek.
Some great news from Woolworths.
We've reduced the price of our local fresh milk. Woolworths Big 3-litre milk has been rolled back to just $2.94. That's not a special, that's our new everyday low price. So you'll be around 60 cents better off.
Look for the new everyday low prices on all of Woolworths' whole milk range.
Who brings you the lowest prices on everyday items like milk? We do.
We're bringing food to life.
Crampons, the complete garden home centre, are having a spring garden sale. For a limited time only, 25% off all indoor and outdoor plants, plus 25% off terracotta pots. Crampons, Barnetown Road, Tingara Heights. There's no other place like it.
Golf Specialist's biggest sale ever. On now. Leading brands, hundreds of golf sets, 40% off. Bags and buggies, ridiculously low prices. Don't miss this huge genuine stock clearance sale. Golf Specialist, Newcastle Road, East Maitland.
There's lower prices all year round. Can't beat that. You can't beat that.
You can't beat Crazy John's guaranteed lowest prices on car audio at Cessnock Car Detailing and Sound. Best brands, Clarion, Jensen and Rockford Fosgate at the lowest prices. Like Pioneer radio CD players, just $289. Kenwood radio CD players, $269. And Pioneer 6-inch speakers, not $135, $69. Plus 6 months interest-free. Conditions apply. Like Crazy John says.
Can't beat that. You can't beat that.
You'll pay absolutely zero. It's the Captain Snooze Zero offer. 24 months interest-free plus zero deposit and zero payments for 12 months on all beds and bedroom suites. The Zero offer.
Introducing Eagle Boy's Mighty Marathon Munchathon. 3 large pizzas, 1 large garlic bread, 2-liter Coke, just $22.95.
You ought to get a medal for that.
Nobody loves fresh like Eagle Boys.
Some cupids kill with arrows, some with traps in Bell Shakespeare's Much Ado About Nothing. Shakespeare's most festive, flirtatious and sexy comedy about courtship and love. Much Ado About Nothing. Civic Theatre from Wednesday, August 23. Book now at Ticketek.
It's finals time and it's all on NBN. Watch the Knights stick it to the Roosters for a grand final berth. Live Saturday on NBN.
Where did they get that? Newcastle four-wheel drive.
Where did they get that? That's Newcastle four-wheel drive.
Where did they get that? At Newcastle four-wheel drive.
The best range of four-wheel drives with the best service. Get on out to Newcastle Four-Wheel Drive Centre. The four-wheel drive professionals, 444 Pacific Highway, Belmont.
Doing the farm's books was hard enough, but with the GST I needed some help. Cash book from Quicken, GST ready. It's so easy, even he can use it.
Hey.
I'm just joking. I know he can't.
Easier for even the smallest businesses.
We're the fresh food people, and food is our life. Every day we work with Australian farmers, bringing their best straight to you. To serve you the greatest array of fresh food at the lowest price. Because we're Woolworths, the fresh food people. And we're bringing food to life. All day, every day.
Woolworths, the fresh food people. We're bringing food to life.
Matchbox 20 are coming back.
You help me, I'm Vince.
Their long-awaited Mad Season Tour is here in November. Matchbox 20 bring it live to the Newcastle Entertainment Centre Saturday, November 18. All the hits and new songs from the Mad Season album. Tickets on sale next Monday. Matchbox 20, you'll be mad to miss them. Presented by Michael Copland, NXFM.
Nick Scully Furniture August catalogue sale on now. Genuine sale reductions on superb bedroom, dining room and lounge room furniture. Buy now and save at the Nick Scully August catalogue sale on now at Nick Scully Furniture, Katara and Tuggerah.
The Nissan Maxima now comes with more power, more room, more luxury. And from the 1st of July, it's even more affordable. Maxima from just $35,685. Now at your Nissan dealer. Just wait till you drive it.
Just wait till you drive it. Rock off, buddy. Give the fat a whack.
This is the last Cracker Fat for the year, and Tracy Verness is our guest. Welcome, Tracy. Lovely to see you.
Danny Medeiros.
That is fantastic rugby league.
Watch him Saturday night on NBN.
Rule number 1, only a big car can deliver real power.
The all-new Pulsar is here.
Big cars mean space. That's all there is to it.
With more space, style and refinements than ever before.
You can't get a decent car for under 20 grand.
And it's just $19,390. The all-new Pulsar. As you can see, it breaks all the rules.
Have a look. Left. I go left. Go left. There.
That's not $2 well spent.
Should have bought him a guy's.
This is McDonald's Burgers. Choose your favourite for just $2. Better hurry.
It's easy to tell who has Vita Boots for breakfast.
Pick up the mace!
They're the ones with an edge for life.
It's happening for 2 weeks only. Aids clear a great range of winter wear at super value prices. Men's shirts $39.95, Aids moleskins $69, Baxter boots $110. All super value. And here's more great value. Look, Williams factory second moleskin jeans only $79, factory second drill jeans $49. And Aids, don't forget the ladies. Blouses $39.95, Aids moleskins $69, Baxter boots $110. Aids super value winter clear out. Don't miss it.
You want a Heyman Reese tow bar with a lifetime guarantee, expertly fitted? At ISP, you got it. Want to save money on your towing needs? At ISP, you got it. Commodore and Falcon tow bars fitted in wide, $199. You want it, you got it. At ISP Islington and Glendale.
If you haven't been to Mayfield lately, then it's time you did. Shopping at Mayfield. Now you wouldn't want to miss that.
Set sail with Sailing Made Easy on beautiful Lake Macquarie. We offer learn to sail classes, skipper charters and corporate days. Our specialist instructors will ensure your safety. Set sail and have fun today with Sailing Made Easy.
What's different about the Ford Laser right now? Is it the air conditioning, the power steering, the driver's airbag, the free 6-stack CD player, the free power windows, free power mirrors and free remote central locking? Or is it just because of the price? Live the laser life from just $18,990. Come on, live it at your Ford dealer now.
Coming up in our late edition news, the latest efforts to rescue the Russian sub-crew. Police hailed heroes after a house fire that orphaned 3 children, and the fans go wild in the lead-up to the league finals. All the details next.
The Footy Show is brought to you by Holden.
I feel good.
ITP, the Income Tax Professionals. We pay the GST for you. That's right, we pay the GST. ITP, the Income Tax Professionals. Returns for everyone.
Saturday night at the movies.
You guys lived through North Africa? You didn't even get a scratch. I don't get it.
Mark Hamill, Lee Marvin. Fate kept them alive, but at what cost?
Yeah, we got tanks coming straight at it.
The Big Red One, Saturday on NBN. Sunday, 4 friends spend their last summer together.
Toast to us.
The last thing they expected was this.
This isn't happening.
We make a pact right here and now we're taking this to our grave.
Now, concealing the crime is just the beginning.
Do you see what we've done?
Maybe we should just come clean.
Jennifer Love Hewitt, Ryan Felipe, and Sarah Michelle Gellar. I Know What You Did Last Summer premieres Sunday on NBN. Watch them Saturday night on NBN.
Good evening, I'm Helen Kapelos with NBN's Late Edition News. Tonight, a race against time to save the crew of a Russian sub. Children orphaned in a tragic house fire. And fans go crazy with finals fever. But first tonight, a race against the clock to save as many as 120 lives. Russian sailors trapped aboard a sunken nuclear sub at the bottom of the Barents Sea. A Norwegian ship with a special British sub aboard is on its way to the scene of the sinking after leaving a port in northern Norway at 5 o'clock this afternoon, our time. Authorities estimate the ship won't arrive until Saturday, our time, and with diminished environmental systems aboard the sunken sub, it poses the uneasy question of whether any of the sailors aboard will still be alive to be rescued.
Putting to one side the immense frustration of being called upon so late, the Royal Navy team have supervised the loading of its rescue submersible aboard the mothership. Theirs is an expertise that has never yet been used. Specialists in rescuing a trapped submarine crew. But they could never have expected to be summoned by Russia's Northern Fleet to dock with one of the most secret nuclear vessels. In all probability, it is too late, but the rescuers say they remain highly motivated.
The mood on board is it's champing at the bit. We want to finally get going, and everybody is just waiting for that. Everyone's quietly getting on with the bits and pieces that they have to do, getting all their kit, doing all their sort of last-minute checks.
The Normand Pioneer with the LR-5 rescue sub aboard is now on its way to the site of the disaster in the Arctic waters north of Murmansk. It is a voyage of about 50 hours. They should reach the scene by Saturday lunchtime. Photos have been released of the Russian rescue effort, but reports say that a fourth attempt to dock with the Kursk this morning has failed. Mystery still shrouds the fate of one of the Russian Navy's most sophisticated vessels, but it's now thought it may have been sunk by a massive explosion in this bow area, possibly one of its own torpedoes detonating. With so much secrecy surrounding the disaster, there must also be doubts about Russian claims it was not carrying any nuclear warheads. Hopes for the crew of the Kursk, filmed here on an earlier training exercise, must be rapidly fading. It's 5 days since the collision, and even if they survive the initial explosion, they face rapidly depleting oxygen, and it's presumed they are surviving with no light and no heating. After so long, and with the Kursk lying awkwardly amid swirling currents, it seems unlikely the British rescuers will be able to help, but they are on their way, vowing to do whatever is humanly and technically possible.
And here at home, the crew of a yacht is recovering after being rescued off Port Stephens, north of Newcastle. The 10-metre sloop, named Winwood, with 3 people on board, had to be towed into Nelson Bay by the Coastal Patrol after a gear failure during last night's 100km/h winds and big seas.
And then we put the engine on. Even with the engine going at full power, we weren't making any headway through the water. So we'd exhausted all the other options.
The trio had bought the yacht in Brisbane and will resume their voyage to Sydney after repairs. Tributes have been paid tonight to police officers who risked their own lives to save 3 children caught in a fatal house fire near Canberra. The kids are now orphans after their parents perished in the house in Queanbeyan. The fire appears to have been deliberately lit.
It was out by 8 o'clock, but when it started at dawn, the house was engulfed in minutes.
It just looked like a big bonfire, probably bigger.
4 police officers from Queanbeyan were the first to respond to calls for help. An 8-year-old girl in the front yard told them her family was inside, including her 2 brothers, aged 6 and 4. 2 officers entered the house from the back, 2 from the front, finding the boys cowering under bed blankets.
A really heroic thing to do, considering the amount of heat and smoke that was in there.
Both were rescued, then the grim discovery.
Unfortunately, we've located the bodies of 2 persons inside the building.
Oh, it's terrible. It's heartbreaking, actually, to think that they're in there, and they've got the 3 kids to get nobody now.
One of the boys rescued is being treated for unspecified injuries, which police say may have happened before the fire started. The officers, 3 males and a female, have spent the day recovering from smoke inhalation and minor injuries. All will be nominated for bravery awards.
One of the officers, I understand, was disorientated inside the building and was in fact rescued himself by another police officer. It was a very heroic thing to do.
Neighbours have started a fundraising drive to assist the children who are in the care of relatives.
What we're trying to do is raise
get as many donations in as possible.
And 2 men will be recommended for bravery awards after a daring fire rescue in Melbourne. James Anderson was jogging past a blazing house but was unable to open a security door to help an 86-year-old woman trapped inside. So he waved down a passing tow truck.
So I backed the truck up onto the grass and put the chains from the truck to the security door and pulled the security door off its hinges, so we were able to get inside, and the lady was just behind the door.
Adding to her luck, a doctor was passing by and he treated the woman at the scene. She's now in a stable condition. Dairy farmers are still outraged by the major supermarkets' milk price war. Fearing they're now likely to receive even less for their product, they're encouraging consumers to buy only brand name milk.
Dairy farmers say the cut price savings for consumers who buy Coles or Woolworths' own brand of milk will be at their expense. Hence, they're now worried they'll receive even less for their milk from processors.
And to see a smiling Woolworths man on the TV say that this is good for farmers and good for the industry, what a joke. Who does he think we are?
A permanent reduction in milk prices has seen shoppers save 27 cents on a 1 litre carton of Woolworths milk. Woolworths say a more competitive price for milk will generate increased demand. Farmers disagree.
You buy a litre of milk a day, you buy a litre of milk a day. And I'd argue that you could put it up $1 a litre and people would still buy the same quantity of milk.
The price cuts are the latest in a series of setbacks for local farmers in the wake of deregulation. Farmers say consumers didn't even demand lower milk prices in the first place. They're now calling on shoppers to only purchase brand name milk.
I think we'd push farmers just too far.
Lyndall Dairy, NBN News, late edition.
And fresh supplies of milk are among many food items being prepared for the athletes about to descend down under for the Olympics. Little doubt there'll be plenty of attention paid to what sort of food and how much they'll consume during competition, a task that's been made that much easier by Games organisers.
Never before have athletes been able to plan their diets at the Olympic Village. But as of today, every competitor can visit a website to find out what will be on their plate come September.
I think the idea is brilliant and it will be accessed by a lot of athletes.
Developed by the University of Sydney, the website in both French and English provides information on 1,500 food items, including ingredients, nutrients content, even the day it will be served.
Eating your usual diet that you have in training and in competition is so important to bringing out the best performance.
Cultural and religious needs have been met, with athletes allowed to pick from 1,200 different meals a day.
1,200 dishes comes in and out of the menu, on a daily basis, and just to keep up with the ordering and the logistics of getting the food through the gate is a huge challenge.
Every day during the games, each athlete on average will eat 6 pieces of bread, 8 pieces of fruit, and drink 4 litres of water, milk and juice on top of their standard meals. The kitchen estimates it will go through 980 kilos of rice and cereal, 1,600 kilograms of fruit and vegetables, a tonne of meat and poultry, and 1,400 kilos of fish each day.
I think all of our athletes will be most impressed when they go along to the dining hall.
The Olympic torch today visited the birthplace of the Don. Day 70 of the relay set out from Wagga Wagga, still attracting enormous crowds. For one local doctor, it's been an eventful day, delivering a baby in the morning and the flame in the afternoon.
Had a nice lunch and came out here. It's fantastic.
So this is 2 sections you've done today. One's the caesarean section and the other one's the Wallenbean section. Is that right?
At Cootamundra, the flame passed the place where Sir Donald Bradman was born and lived his early years. Tonight it's in Cowra. It's off to Parkes tomorrow. And still to come on the late edition news, preparing for the worst at Coffs Harbour Airport. Also a police blitz on the Pacific Highway. And riding with Tanya Kernigan.
This program brought to you by the all-new Pulsar. It breaks all the rules.
Rule number 1, only a big car can deliver real power.
The all-new Pulsar is here.
Big
cars means space. That's all there is to it.
With more space, style and refinements than ever before.
You can't get a decent car for under 20 grand.
And it's just $19,390. The all-new Pulsar. As you can see, it breaks all the rules.
Well, not even our shortwave radios that we took with us would work straight away. So we were basically cut off from the world. We rely heavily on modern technology to keep up the morale of our men and women on peacekeeping deployment. If we can get our people in touch with loved ones, either via telecommunications or internet, our job's half done. It would have been within weeks that the internet cafe was up and running. I didn't have to order my guys to use the phone or make use of any internet communications equipment, and it makes my job easier. Rachel sent me a phone for my birthday, and the day I opened that up, I thought, wow, this is great. I can actually phone home and talk to my kids, and it's really amazing.
When you're craving something, it's best not to think about my three-piece feed.
3 pieces of chicken, chips, potato and gravy, a roll and a Pepsi. KFC's 3-piece feed.
Hey! Sometimes you just can't fight it.
It may have looked and felt like the real thing, but it was simply a drill, a chance for emergency workers to test a real crisis situation at Coffs Harbour Airport. A bomb threat, all in the name of training today.
Signs that something was amiss first emerged when airport security began evacuating people from the terminal. Acting on advice there was a bomb inside, police were much more forceful in clearing the area. After calling in the experts, the bomb was discovered to be a hoax.
Cleared to go in now if they want to book in. Yep.
The focus then quickly shifted to the older section of the airport when flames were spotted from the general aviation runway. The explosion of this mock aeroplane just before takeoff instigated a major emergency response. 4 people were treated as deceased and another 16 seriously injured. But before they could be examined or moved, the area had to be cleared of any potential danger.
Get them out as quick as you can.
The overall response to the simulated emergency has been considered a success.
We found a few bugs today which will write into our evacuation plan, so it's been very good for that, and we'll have a brand new evacuation plan to go with the brand new building.
Sally McKay, NBN News, late edition.
Meantime, relief tonight for residents of South Tweed Heads, with the Tweed Shire Council rejecting the Coolangatta Airport's master plan. The plan outlines the airport's intention to extend the runway into the future to make way for expansion. Residents claim such a move would bring increased airport noise and pollution to the region, devaluing their properties and having a negative impact on their quality of life. The Federal Transport Minister John Anderson, however, will have the final say in the next few months. One of Australia's oldest bridges is to be saved and refurbished. Coleman's Bridge over Leicester Creek in Lismore was built in 1908 and is the only structure of its kind in New South Wales. After considering a number of options to improve access to the central business district, the state government has decided against building a new bridge, opting instead to upgrade the existing one. The work program for the refurbishment has not yet been finalised. In the wake of so much carnage on the Pacific Highway in recent weeks, police have stepped up their presence and they're letting drivers know it.
Police are hailing Operation Zulu as one of their most successful ever. Everything from drugs to defective vehicles were targeted when they searched more than 1,000 vehicles north of Clybucca on the Pacific Highway. A truck driver was clocked doing 134 kilometres an hour in a 100 zone. Another man was carrying 1.4 kilograms of marijuana. One man's blood alcohol read .230, almost 5 times the legal limit.
One gentleman was picked up with a stolen pistol in his possession, but he also was wanted on a 14 first instance warrants.
In all, police pulled over 515 heavy vehicles, 16 buses and hundreds of cars. They issued 55 infringement notices, laid 42 charges, made 21 arrests. More than 1,000 were breath tested, drugs found worth more than $20,000. Police say it's overwhelming the amount of people doing the wrong thing and the amount of illegal drugs being trafficked down the highway. They also say this is only scratching the surface. More operations are planned, police warning the state's major highways are no longer safe escape routes for Australia's undesirables.
If you're wanted by the police, if you're carrying drugs, carrying contraband, firearms, whatever you want to carry, if it's illegal, you're going to get caught.
Erin Campbell, NBN News, late edition.
Construction of Gunnedar's Cultural Centre continues and is on schedule for completion this coming January. Development of the $1.6 million facility began in June. The multi-purpose building will include a cinema and performing arts centre for use by local cultural and arts groups. The project forms part of a $4 million overhaul redevelopment. Visitors to 3 national parks on the far north coast will soon be paying for the privilege. The New South Wales government has identified an additional 23 parks and reserves in New South Wales that will be charging an entry fee. It says the money will be used to improve public facilities.
From November this year, cars entering the Iluka Nature Reserve and the Bundjalung and Mebane National Parks will be charged $6 each. The state government says that money will be used for improving facilities like walking tracks, toilets and camping areas to ensure the conservation values of popular parks aren't eroded.
We've targeted parks where visitation is greatest and therefore demand for facilities is greatest.
21 parks and reserves across the state currently charge entry fees. That number will increase to 44 in November. The National Parks and Wildlife Service acknowledges not everyone will be happy with the user pay system. People like surfers and anglers who use parks to get to the beach will have to pay $40 a year for unlimited access.
We'll initially focus very much on educating people about the new fees that apply, and then that'll flow through to issuing warnings to people, and ultimately, of course, it will be the subject of standard infringement procedures.
Anne Lewis, NBN News, late edition.
A defining moment today for 30 young members of the Riding for Disabled movement on the far north coast. They've come face to face with one of their heroes, singing sensation Tanya Kernigan.
Many people say the feeling of exuberance you get when you ride a horse is like no other, even more of a buzz for those suffering from a disability.
It's just like, wow, I'm flying. I'm up here, you're all down there now, especially with the ones that are in wheelchairs.
And it's that rush that they live for. But for the past few months, those at the Tweed chapter of the Riding for Disabled movement have been seeking a greater, more fulfilling sensation. They've been anxiously awaiting the arrival of multi-award-winning country vocalist Tanya Kernigan. Finally today, their patience was rewarded.
It's great to be able to say, well, let me give you guys a hand for change. And that's what makes the whole singing career worthwhile.
Recently, the keen horsewoman had her song When I Ride posted as the official anthem for the voluntary riding movement. A 12-year-old Newcastle girl was behind the push, claiming the song encapsulated how she and other disabled riders felt when in the saddle.
When they're riding their horses, there's big smiles that comes on their faces, and they're so happy to be doing it, and it gives me a whole lot of pleasure too.
Just back from America, the songstress confirmed negotiations are underway to have the song accepted as the official anthem. Win or lose, though, this bunch have taken it in their stride and vow nothing will change their tune. Vanessa Arthur, NBN News, late edition.
Sport is on the other side of the break with league finals fever in the air. We'll have a look at the team's training and the fans let their hair go.
Rule number 1, only a big car can deliver real power.
The all-new all-new Pulsar is here.
Speed cars mean space. That's all there is to it.
With more space, style and refinements than ever before.
You can't get a decent car for under 20 grand.
And it's just $19,390. The all-new Pulsar. As you can see, it breaks all the rules.
Why do you like tuna tempters? You're surrounded by fish.
You can do it. The one is out of lemongrass. Do you see any lemongrass?
Too early for breakfast? Then go to McDonald's later.
Get ready to go, skiers. Get into Winski's massive Winter Madness sale. Racks and racks of ski clothing to clear. Loads and loads of skis, boots and binding must go. Hurry, first in gets a pick of the stock. Only at Winski's Winter Madness sale. Get into Winski.
The Metropolitan Players presents Tim Rice and Andrew Lloyd Webber's hit musical Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, August 9th to 26th at the Griffith Duncan Theatre. For bookings and inquiries, phone 49486131.
The Nissan Maxima now comes with more power, more room, more luxury. And from the 1st of July, it's even more affordable. Maxima from just $35,685. Now at your Nissan dealer. Just wait till you drive it.
To sport now, and a secretive Brisbane has added young forward Carl Webb to the squad, fueling speculation that Shane Webke is unlikely to play against Parramatta on Sunday. For Saturday's final, all's well, with both Newcastle and the Roosters. The only thing worrying the City side, their supporters are way outnumbered by Knights fans.
Of the 4 clubs involved in this weekend's grand final race, the Roosters are seen as a trendy team without many fans, or at least those who are willing to turn up in numbers and watch them.
We know that they're out there somewhere, mate. We just got to find them, so we might have to employ someone to go search for them.
Against Newcastle, the Roosters face a club with a highly visible fan base who have been an integral part of the Knights' success.
I think they'd probably be the form side, and we're probably the underdog, which that suits me anyway.
6 weeks ago, the Knights gave the Roosters a spanking. Andrew Johns was on fire in a team that smouldered. It's that challenge from the Johns brothers that particularly excites Brad Fittler.
You know, I really enjoy playing them two fellas because they love their footy and they sort of bring it out in you know, you get a bit of that boyhood enthusiasm.
The importance of the match for Andrew Johns is not just about the possibility of playing alongside his brother for the last time. It's the fear he may never pass this way again.
You really don't know how many grand finals you're going to play. You know, this could be my last chance of playing one, so you've got to make the most of it.
Parramatta's support base continues to grow on the back of the young Eels, signing up hundreds of new members this morning in a promotion at Parramatta Station.
It's good for the boys as well to feel the spirit of the week. It's a really exciting time this time of the year.
Even Bronco fans were made to feel welcome.
And of course it wouldn't be finals time if there wasn't a little craziness in the air. For fans of the Newcastle Knights, it means the club colours of blue and red are beginning to appear here, there and everywhere. And I mean everywhere.
Somewhere amid the Knights' decorations is Leslie's hair salon. And somewhere among the shrines to the Chief and Robbie O'Davis, the jerseys and the red and blue hair curlers is Mari Millick and her co-workers. And some rather bemused regulars.
The customers have been very shocked when they first walk in, but they acclimatise very quickly. Yes.
They've got to, haven't they?
They've got to, yes.
Only Ozzy the Budgie has managed to survive the red and blue makeover.
Yes, we did spare Ozzy because no one wanted to hold him.
And while the hairdressers can't understand why there's only been a few takers for a red and blue rinse, they say they'll be wearing their wigs for a while yet.
Till after the grand final. Absolutely. We're going to play Parramatta and we're going to beat them.
Colin Baldwin, NBN News, late edition.
From the colour of finals footy to the quest for Olympic gold, a flotilla of boats has arrived in Grafton on the mid-north coast, carrying with it the medal hopes of rowers from the former Soviet Union.
These boats arrived on a trailer from Sydney late last night, shipped down under after the Olympic qualifying trials in Switzerland. The Russians are the first of 4 teams to arrive in Grafton to acclimatise and train before going on to Sydney.
I just hope they think the world of Grafton, because I think they will. It's one of the greatest courses in Australia to row on.
Greg Thompson has spent 2 years organising the Russians' training visit. Along the way, he's generated that much interest that Clarence River is set to become the United Nations of rowing.
Spain, Estonia, South Africa have applied, and Ireland. They should be all here next week.
Then there's a lone Norwegian sculler and the American squad training at Maclean. The 40-member Russian team, which arrived late this afternoon, includes many hot medal prospects, although their coach concedes they'll have plenty of competition.
American team, very strong. Australian team, very strong. It's, and Great Britain team, very strong.
For locals, the benefits of so many top rowers being so close are huge.
The Irish coach and a few others said they would definitely help with the kids, and they've got about 100 kids here who row, and they said there'd be no trouble to help give them tuition and a bit of training.
As to be expected, some changes have been made to the boat sheds to welcome our guests. Todd Nardi, NBN News, late edition.
The last golf major of the year gets underway in less than 4 hours, and not surprisingly, Tiger Woods is hot favourite to defend his PGA crown. And why not? Take a look at him during practice today. Now, we may have seen him do this type of stuff before, but that's a fairway wood in Tiger's hand, not a flat-faced iron. Mark O'Meara simply no match for his good mate. Coverage of the US PGA here on NBN from 3 a.m. The finance news now, and a good day for Rupert Murdoch, the media mogul, revealing he's finished his treatment for cancer, with doctors confident he'll recover. Mr Murdoch's News Corporation is also faring well, announcing a 77% increase in its net profit. A healthy profit too for Qantas, reporting a 23% rise. News shares dropped 15 cents, but Qantas rose 21. NRMA up 3 cents. All Ords reached a new record high, up 4 points. The Aussie dollar up against the greenback pound, euro and Kiwi dollar down against the yen. To the weather now, and it was a pleasant day across most of the state with fine conditions inland and on the north coast. There was rain in the Hunter and Central Coast though. The latest cloud satellite picture shows what's on the way. While the eastern part of New South Wales was fairly clear today, a large band of cloud is being pushed into the state by a cold front. So some more cool weather is ahead. But the cold front crossing the Bight is weakening, and we can look forward to a mostly fine weekend. On the northwest slopes and plains, a cold night with some early frosts, a top of 17 degrees tomorrow. Fine and cool on the tablelands, down to 5 degrees overnight. Chance of an isolated coastal shower on the northern rivers and mid-north coast, but mostly dry, a top of 21 degrees tomorrow. Still the chance of showers in the Hunter and Central Coast, 16 in Newcastle, Scone and Gosford. To our snow report now, and brilliant conditions for skiing and boarding at the moment, with fresh falls in all the resorts. At Thredbo, top to bottom skiing with all lifts operating. Perisher has an excellent cover with all 4 resort areas interlinked. It's the best cover in years at Charlotte Pass with all lifts operating, and a good deep cover also at Selwyn Snowfield. So don't forget your thermal underwear. Up next, a cream pie for the Canadian Prime Minister.
Harpic's new 2-in-1 gel is concentrated for more than just a fresh fragrance. With every flush, it delivers greater cleaning power you can see. For a Harpic clean, send in the experts. The Video Easy movie, game and DVD sale. Movies from $2.95. PlayStation games from $14.95. One big day only, this Saturday the 19th of August. Only at Video Easy.
Let's celebrate with 15 original Henny Penny pieces or 2 whole barbecue chickens for just $16.75. $16.75. And we're celebrating because all you lucky people in Adamstown and Mount Hutton, now there's a Henny Penny store near you. Need rugged, reliable tools? Gaswell's got the lot with Trade Tough Toolex. This gutsy 2.5 horsepower air compressor takes on the big jobs with ease. Blown away. Handle those heavy loads in tight areas with this 2.5 ton pallet truck. Lightweight price. And for all your concreting needs, this 3.5 cubic foot mixer will do the trick. Rock solid value. Join the rush and save on Toolex at Gaswell Discount Tool Centres, the big name in tools.
Annoying quibbles. Other small cars have them, but not the Daihatsu Sirian. Its features just blow them away. From $12,990 drive away. Daihatsu Sirian, the small car with no quibbles. Daihatsu, Japan's big small car company.
Before we leave you tonight, you can never be sure when or where it will happen next. And no more a surprise today than Canadian Prime Minister. Jean Chrétien was hit with a paper plate full of whipped cream during a visit to Canada's Prince Edward Island. The attacker said he was angry over cuts to welfare and genetically modified food. Mr. Chrétien was not hurt, just a little angry and somewhat embarrassed. And the crew better not get any wise ideas here. And that brings us to the end of this edition of NBN's Late Edition News. I'll be back with more news tomorrow night. I hope you can join me then. But from all of us here, it's good night.
This program brought to you by the all-new Pulsar. It breaks all the rules.
The man in your picture is one Robert Graham. As one might expect in the freewheeling juvenile world of Los Angeles, friends and business associates alike refer to him as Robbie. For the purposes of this documentary, we too shall call him Robbie. As one can readily see from these images, Robbie is classically handsome in a boyish, immature way. In addition, Robbie is an extraordinarily wealthy entrepreneur. Of course, according to a recent Gallup poll, some 93% of all men in Los Angeles are both handsome and wealthy. Yet, of this 93%, only 0.06% of these men are decent human beings. That 0.06% is comprised of just two men, Robbie Graham and someone named Larry. That is what makes the story we are about to tell all the more astonishing. In the spring of 1997, Robbie Graham dated a woman named Helen Thomas for nearly 4 months. The fact that this relationship failed is scarcely unique in a town where a lasting love is a feat roughly equaling man's rise to the top of the food chain. However, what is unique is that it was Helen who broke up with Robbie, marking the first time in the history of Los Angeles that a woman voluntarily ended a relationship with a handsome, rich man who is also a decent human being. It was Helen's reason for ending the relationship that was truly shocking and unspeakable. For the first time on television, this groundbreaking relationship will be revisited, explored, dissected, and forgotten.
I gotta tell you, traffic is a mess all over LA today. Finally, some good news, that triple fatality accident.
Like all seasons in all years in Los Angeles, the spring of 1997 was sunny, warm, carefree, and feckless. Real estate prices were booming. Violent crime was down. And the hula hoop was all the rage at Hollywood parties. On April 3rd of that year, Robbie Graham was wasting his life away at a newsstand with actress Jennifer Grey and his Trustafarian buddy, Shrug.
Oh, I have
got to go buy a new cell phone.
Yeah, well, get yourself a good roaming plan this time.
What's wrong with my roaming plan?
You have the worst roaming plan.
I have a great roaming plan.
You have a terrible roaming plan.
Well, what about your roaming plan?
What about my roaming plan?
Oh, I hate your roaming plan.
Just then, Robbie Graham looked up and saw a vision that would change the course of his entire life for a few months.
I was instantly blown away. She was a flaxen-haired beauty.
Yes, her hair was flaxen.
She was a natural flaxen.
Well, I just had to meet her. When I got to her, there was one of those guys who sells carpets on the street. And without thinking, I said to her, boy, this is so ambitious. They're carpeting the whole city.
I thought it was an oppressively witty quip. If a guy used that line on me, I'd have slept with him right then and there. What?
At first, she didn't respond to my joke. Then, suddenly, she busted out laughing. I was immediately smitten. It was Smith at first sight. I felt like Jimmy Smits.
I was in New York in 1997, but Robbie had told me how he'd met this flaxen girl. Funny digression here. He told me how he used the carpeting joke on her, and coincidentally, about a week later, I had the opportunity to try the same joke on a woman in New York, and, well, her husband just beat the crap out of me.
So I asked for her phone number, and she wrote it down on a piece of paper. I asked her if she was an artist, and she said, no, why? Boy, she was gorgeous. I'm telling you, she was a 10.
Well, she had a clean, natural look. I mean, not like Robbie's girlfriend now, who looks like she's had her makeup applied by Jackson Pollock. Anyway, I don't know if Helen was a 10, but she was easily a 9.
She was about a 6.
A 6?
Unless we're talking Nikes, then maybe a 6.5.
Some cupids kill with arrows, some with traps in Bell Shakespeare's Much Ado About Nothing, Shakespeare's most festive, flirtatious and sexy comedy about courtship and love. Much Ado About Nothing. Civic Theatre from Wednesday, August 23. Book now at Ticketek.
Come see and feast at the Eastern Tiger Restaurant. What a roaring success. Just look. Food. Fabulous food. Over 100 different dishes. The Eastern Tiger Restaurant at the Cardiff RSL. It's terrific.
Who's passing on GST savings? Bob is, and they're right here in Bob's new catalogue. Like budget steel radials from just $46, including fitting, balancing and GST. Hurry, see Bob now.
Bob who?
Some cupids kill with arrows, some with traps in Bell Shakespeare's Much Ado About Nothing, Shakespeare's most festive, flirtatious and sexy comedy about courtship and love. Much Ado About Nothing. Civic Theatre from Wednesday, August 23. Book now at Ticketek.
I met the woman. Now, in 1997, I was a senior at Kent State, Ohio.
But you spoke to Robbie on the phone during all of this.
Oh, no, I hadn't met Robbie yet. I'd never even been to California.
What's going on here?
In 1997, I was going through a rough period. My sister-in-law was pregnant, just huge. She was like in her 5th trimester. And my brother, who's this great random spaz, he was in jail for burglary. And anyway, I didn't know what I was going to do with my life. I was in kind of an emotional chapter 11. Just mentally out of pocket. You know what I mean?
Yeah, would you excuse me a moment?
Sure.
Why are we interviewing her? She didn't even know Robbie.
Sorry, someone fouled up.
Yeah, well, you're the producer.
Just end the interview.
I can't just tell her we're not doing the interview.
Why not?
She's so adorable.
That night, Robbie Graham left a message on Helen Thomas's answering machine.
You left a message on her machine?
Yeah, why?
Well, who calls for a date and leaves a message? That's unheard of.
Of all people, how could you make a rookie mistake like that?
Oh, shrug.